Hello and welcome to the Theatre Thespians. I'm your host, Dinny. Today we're going to be visiting the Arts Theatre, which is one of the longest living community theatres in Brisbane. The company has no government funding and is registered as a non-profit organisation for the ATO. There are 151 seats for theatre goers, a courtyard and a wine bar. It is the makings for a fun night out. Tickets range from $27 to $37 and $16 for children's theatre. Now, there have been performances from Barry Otto, who is best known for his appearance in Strictly Ballroom, and also Michael Caton, who has the Australian classic The Castle. Later on the show, I'm going to be talking to John Boyce, who is Artistic Director of the Arts Theatre. But right now, we're going to cross to Emma, who is interviewing Ruby, Assistant Director, about sound design.
In this production, sound design is central to storytelling. How have you used the sound design to tell the story?
Well, it comes into play a great deal throughout the script. It tells the story, I guess because it's a ghost story, the main character has a lot of experiences during his time in the story, and the sound kind of is his experience, or at least portrays his experience.
Do you have a particular favourite of the sounds you've used in this production?
I love the Pony and Trap, the ghost Pony and Trap, where the child is thrown from the trap as it plunges into a tree. One particular favourite of mine is one that I managed to produce, which is a really eerie, screechy soundscape for when the woman in black appears.
Where have you sourced these sounds?
Look, the production's been done a couple of times. Most of the sounds are from a 2008 production done at Centenary Theatre Group. And they had a lot of great difficulty sourcing them, but the ones they sourced were fantastic. Plus we've added some more layers on top of those to make them even more scarier, and added in some new ones as well.
What precisely was your role within the production?
As assistant director, I was brought on board by John Boyce, the director, to help him create the more technical aspects of the production, such as the sound, for example, and some other various effects.
As assistant director, your role extends well beyond sound design. Tell me a little bit more about what you've been involved in this project.
Well, I assisted the director with directing and blocking to some degree. I contributed a great deal of ideas for things that took place on stage, the action and the scary bits. I had some crazy ideas to do with sound that went beyond sound, such as perhaps the placement of speakers within the audience, the creation of vibration throughout the theatre.
The creation of vibration throughout the theatre, how was that managed?
Through good placement of good speakers and a lot of bottom-end EQ.
And in The Woman in Black, there is direct interaction between the actors and the sound design that's acknowledged on stage in the script. Is this the first time you've experienced anything like this in a production? Definitely.
The whole script, 50% of the script is probably stage direction and 50% is dialogue, so it's like nothing that I've ever seen before. The action on stage, coupled with the lighting and the sound, tells the story, and is pulled along, of course, by the actors.
And they actually recorded dialogue and then played it back through sound design. What was the intention behind that?
I guess to some degree, to pull focus so that we can secretly do things in the background without people seeing or noticing. And, I mean, also to create something different, I guess. What we've done is not usual in theatre, I would say.
You've been involved in a number of theatre productions. Can you tell me a little bit about some of these?
Sure. I'm from Armidale in country New South Wales, so my theatre experience started there. I worked on a few shows such as Music Man, Cabaret, mostly big musicals. At the Arts Theatre, I've worked closely with the Brisbane Youth Drama Ensemble on their last couple of shows, stage managed one of those, and done a lot of acting on stage as well, mostly.
It's so exciting to have Ruby here with us to have a chat at the Arts Theatre, the Brisbane Arts Theatre, after watching The Woman in Black. He's quite an interesting young talent we have here in the Brisbane scene. Very exciting to see what you'll be coming up with next. Do you have any ideas?
Oh, God. Well, I'm hoping to direct a show at the Arts Theatre next year, and I guess we'll see what eventuates from whatever script I may have placed in my hands.
Hello, that was awesome. Thanks, Ruby. We're just going to cross to a break, and after the break, we're going to be talking to John Boyce, Artistic Director of the Arts Theatre.